Hey, what's up guys? This is Sohan and you're watching your Technical Spark channel. Friends, in this video we are going to explore Home tab and ribbon. Guys, to start with the Excel, it's very important to understand all these tabs like Home, Insert, Draw, Page Layout, Formula, and so on. Okay, because this all the tabs gives so many information. So whenever I click on the any of the tab like formula review, you could see that ribbon. Okay, or what are the options available inside this review tab, so we call it as a ribbon, is gets changed. And in this particular video we are going to focus on the home, and I'm pretty sure so many of you guys are using some of the feature but not all, because there are some of the feature like alignment as well as conditional formatting. So pure the feature which you are seeing here, those are the options which people regularly use. So you will find some of the options are present into this particular tabs as well. But to get started, I'm pretty sure that nobody is using 100% of the options which is available in this particular ribbon. So with this particular video, I'm going to explain you each and every tab, okay, and how exactly its function. Okay, and in this particular video, we'll just focus on the home, because there are so many features we wanted to cover, and after this video, you will become a master for the home tab. So now let's deep dive into the home tab and its ribbon features. Okay, so starting with the clipboard. So as you could see, this is the first section which we have, that's called as a clipboard. And in clipboard, we have few options like cut, copy, format printer, and paste. But how exactly those works and what are the features available here? Okay, so we are going to learn each and everything step by step. So guys, the very first feature I will talk about here is simple cut and paste. So just for example, let's say you want to move this particular company and Microsoft, this particular two cells into the different place. Then how exactly you can do that? So you can, for the cut, you can do a Control plus X. Okay, this is a shortcut key. Okay, so instead of pressing the shortcut key, I'll just click on cut here. Okay, the has been cut, you can see. Now I'll just paste into the J cell, which is J1, and click on paste. Okay, so as you could see, my entire these two cells has been cut from this particular location and pasted into here. Now let me just undo these settings. You can also press Ctrl plus Z. Okay, additionally, you can simply copy this data just by selecting the same cells again, click on copy, and then paste it into the somewhere else. Okay, so this is how you will be able to copy and paste as well as cut and paste the data. Now let me redo again. There's a one more thing, guys. If you just wanted to move your cells, then what you can do, simply select those those cells, and then you will see as and when I'll move my mouse, it gets changes, right? So simply drag and drop to somewhere else, and this is also the way you will be able to move your data from one cell to another. Additionally, you can do it for the large number of cells also. You just have to give the selection and then simply drag, and that's it. This is how cut, copy, paste work, guys. Okay, now let's understand the more feature about how exactly this thing works. So let's say when I'm selecting this particular designation, CEO and chairperson. Okay, so the cell number is C1 and C2. So when I copy this, guys, before I copy, you can see the paste option is not highlighted. So as soon as I cut or copy, the paste option gets activated. And whenever I click on somewhere else, let's say I'm going to click on cell number C15, right? So here I'm getting couple of options. I can directly paste as is, okay, or I have a couple of options like this is the first option which replicates here. The data gets pasted as is. Now the second one is formula. So what is mean by formula? So to demonstrate that, let me just change this something like bold. Okay, and you could see there is a one formula here, sum, right? Which sum means is calculating the data from E2 to E12. So initially I'll just we'll just talk about the formula. Okay, now guys, what we'll do, we'll simply copy this, okay, and paste it into the C15 and paste. This is the first option. So it's copied all the text as is. Now the second one, okay, which what it says formula E, because in this particular cell I have E4, E13, I have one formula which is sum of this numbers. So what I'll do, I'll simply copy this and then click on E15 and here we will paste the formula. So let's click on that, and you could see the formula has been copied, right? Now, and similarly guys, if we go to the other section, then we have a couple of more options. Okay, but now let's copy again that designation and CO chair. Let's click on copy, and whenever I click on paste option, you will see keep source formatting. So these are the options. So whenever I hover my mouse into these topics, you will see the things are getting changed into the cell number D1516, right? How exactly you want to paste. Okay, in this particular, like no border. So if you have any border, okay, while the pasting, it will not apply any border, now formatting. Now keep source formatting, which means it will just copy all the text as is. And here we have transpose, which means whenever we copy normally, so all our text, let me just click on paste, you can see all the text are getting pasted into this column itself. But what if you want to paste all the things into the row? So let's say here I have this data. So by default, if I just simply copy and paste, okay, it will get pasted into the same way, right? But I don't want to be all the text to be pasted into the same way. I want this text to be pasted into the row, okay, instead of column. So in this situation, what I'll do, since I have already all the text copied, so I'll simply go to here and then choose transpose. As you can see, all the text has been automatically got pasted from 4 to 13, right? So this is also one of the very best way. Now next thing is guys, so sometimes it's getting difficult, right? So let's say you have applied formula, but whenever once you are done with all the changes, then you will see that the rule which you have applied, in this case sum, right, it stayed as is, but you don't require this rule anymore, okay, to be present into this sheet. So in this situation, what you will have to do, you have to simply copy the same cell from where you want to remove the rule. In this case, you can select multiple cells as well. And to remove the rule, you just simply have to click on values 1, 2, 3. Okay, and as you could see, my previous formula has been gone, and now it's only showing the numbers. Same thing you can do it from here also. Just simply copy by pressing Ctrl+C, and when you right click, okay, you will see the option 1, 2, 3. So this is also one of the way through which you will be able to remove your formula. Now if I again go back to the paste section, then here I have few more options like values, source formatting, as well as paste option like formatting, paste link, picture, link. So when you click on the let's say I have copied something, so from Technical Spark, copy, and then here I wanted to paste it something, okay, as a paste link. Now as you see, if I just double click here, it will automatically point me to the D column from where exactly we have copied this data. Okay, so now let me delete all this. Now another things, copy as a picture. Okay, so for this I'll just select this small range. Okay, now let's click on copy, and we'll keep it click on this particular cell. Then we'll just have to click on paste as a picture. So when you click on paste as a picture, okay, you can see this is the image which is got pasted, right? Now similarly, if I wanted to paste this as a link, let me just click on and see, whenever I double click, it will point me to the same data from where exactly we have copied the data. Okay, let me again double click on this. See, this is how the linking feature works. Okay, so this is one of the things, because sometimes what happen, you just wanted to highlight something, you are in meeting or somewhere, okay, where you have kept some 1, 2, 3, 4 point, right? But while demonstrating, whenever you explaining people of any of the topic, or maybe you are just reviewing for yourself, okay, so every time you are reading that particular point, then again you have to come back to the same data to explain the peoples, right? But instead of that, what you can do, you can just make your bullet points here, okay, and then link that to your data. So as soon as you double click on that particular cell, that particular the data will get highlighted. Okay, and this is one of the very more friendly way to explain the things to the peoples, right, when you are doing the presentation or something like that. Now let me just copy or something again, and when I go to the paste special, okay, you will see there are so many options available in this particular section, which is the clipboard. Okay, all the options cannot be fit, right? So that's the reason we have one, this drop down option, so through which we will be able to access the more feature of the Excel. Okay, so here we have all formulas, values, format, right? So many things like copy, paste without a border, paste without column width, paste formulas and number formats. So, okay, so I'll just recommend you guys to try all the fields. Okay, so that you will get expert into this particular type. And I'm pretty sure so many of you guys haven't tried these particular things. Okay guys, so there are so many features available, so and I really want you guys to use those. Okay, now let me show you one more thing. So whenever you click on clipboard, right, you will see this particular clipboard option gets present here. So how exactly this can be used? Okay, so let's say I'm copying this B1 cell as a copies. So as you could see, whatever the data which I have copied, it has recorded all those things. Now secondly, let's say I wanted to copy this particular Satyana data. So let me click on copy. You can see this is also captured, right? So whichever data you copied or cut, okay, it keeps the record of all the things. Okay, now how exactly you would like to play around with this, because every time there are some there are some chances that you have very common data which you just have wanted to replicate in different cell. So in this situation you can copy multiple things, okay, and then wherever you want to paste, you just have to click on that particular cell, and let's say here I wanted to paste Satyana Dela. Okay, see, it's got pasted. Now let's say here I wanted to paste technology CEO. So I don't have to copy the things again and again. Okay, once the data is copied and available in my clipboard, then yeah, I can just utilize this the way I want. Now let's say you have copied multiple things and you wanted to paste in a one go. Then you can select one of the cell where you want to paste and click on paste all. Right? So the sequence how we copied the data, in the same sequence it has pasted all the data into our sheet. And if you guys click on the options here, then you will see more option like show office clipboard automatically, so that whenever you open the Excel, you would like to this particular clipboard to be shown as and when you open. So okay, there are some options available. So this is also you can use as per your convenience. So majorly I don't use this always appear to be on my desktop. Why? Because we mostly use on the laptop, right? So just because of the size of the screen, it's sometimes irritating. So but if you are using the large desktop, then you can try these things out. It will make your work easy. Now another section guys, font. So font is one of my very favorite topic, okay, because here I do lots of things, and this is only the place where we get our we were able to design our Excel. So very first things, what we have. So here we have font. So whenever you work on your Excel or any data, right? So based on your requirement, you can always choose the font, which font you would like to keep for your data. So for this, let's say for the title, I'm going to choose. So for the title bar, I'm going to choose, let's say this one, Berlin Sans FB. Okay, and we'll make this as a bold. Okay, so in the first section we have chosen our font, okay, the how exactly our text I would like to be displayed, and in the second here here we have the option called bold. So here we can choose whether you want to do a bold or not, but I'll just keep the bold. But it doesn't look good, so what I'll do, I'll just reduce the size to 10. So basically with this particular font size, you will be able to change your font size, how much big or small you would like to keep you want to keep your fonts. So I have done that. Similarly, if you want, you can also do it from here as well, okay, to increase the font and decrease the font, right? Because sometimes people find, okay, this is difficult. Okay, so instead of doing that, you can utilize this particular two options which is present here. Now do you want to make your data in the do you want to change the formatting of your data, like italic, okay, underline? So you can utilize these options also. So right now I'll just remove this italic and underline. Now we are done. Now second, we have the formatting for our table borders. Okay, so by default here my bottom border is selected. Okay, but the way you want, you can utilize this. There are so many options available. So let's say I would like to draw the bottom border. So what I'll do, so let's say I'm going to select whichever wherever you want to mark the bottom border. You just have to select that cell and click on here. Okay, the first one is bottom border. So as soon as you click that, okay, you will see there's the one line appears here, right? Let me show you again for this total, and if I select bottom border, you can see the all data has been is showing the line below the our data. Now similarly we have second option, that is top border. So what I'll do, I'll just select this entire sheet, okay, and click on top border. Okay, and as you could see, the border has been created. Similarly, you can play around with all the options and and you can apply the border. Now by any chance, if I don't like the border, okay, or I wanted to remove that, then here is we have option called no border. So in this situation, I'll just select all the data and choose no border, and as you could see, my all borders have been removed. Okay, now another option we have all borders and outside border. Okay, so by any chance, if you want to apply the border to only outside the text, then you can choose this one. Okay, this will highlight all your range. Now second one is, now next is all borders. So when you guys click on this all borders, your table, you can see the borders get highlighted for the each and every cell which is present on the selected data. Similarly, if you want your the outside border to be get darker, right? So in our bold, you can choose this option, thick outside border, and you can see this is little thick as compared to the inside borders, right? So these are the options which we have. Now by any chance you would like, I want double bottom border. So what I'll do, I'll select this particular cell and choose double bottom border, and you can see the two double bottom border has been created. See, I'll just zoom the Excel, and you can see here double bottom borders are available. Now similarly, I do this for this data as well, double bottom border, and yeah, it's created. Now going further, okay, top and bottom border, top and thick bottom border. Okay, so these are the options which we have, which I really want you guys to play around. Okay, now we'll just go to the another thing, that is draw border. So when you click on draw border, guys, you can see whenever you click on the any of the section, that particular border gets created, right? See, so this is how this thing works. Now let me go back. Second option we have, that is draw border grid. So earlier what we have saw, wherever we have moved our mouse, it has created the circle or rectangle as based on our selection. Now when I'm going to when I have selected grid border, right? So wherever I'm going to move my mouse, okay, it's creating the border for each and every cell in that particular selected area. Okay, now let's go back and check out the eraser. Okay, so let's say once you have draw the border, and for by any chance you want to remove anything, then you can remove that particular border using the eraser. Okay, or else you can just move your eraser on all the text, and it will only border will get removed. Let me show you on here also. So wherever I'm moving, right, is removing the border. Now here we have few more option, that is line color. So whenever we are drawing our this table, which line color do you want? So let's say I'm going to choose here yellow, right? So as you could see, as soon as I move my mouse, okay, the border colors get changed to yellow. Now let's go back and do the settings. Okay, we'll change the color to black because this is very catching. And line style. Okay, so which type of line style do you prefer the most? Okay, so let's say I'm going to choose here let's say this dotted one. Okay, now wherever you want, okay, so you can see my line colors formatting is changed. So here is a plain line, but with this particular, since we have changed the line, formatting, so it's not giving the, is now giving the dotted line. So this is also one of the very good feature of the Excel. More borders, right? So when we click on more borders, so it will give the lots of options, because as I said, all the options are not getting fit into this particular tab itself, right? So that's the reason they have given this complete wizard where we can do changes as per our requirement. Okay, and I'll delete the border which I have copied. And now guys, here we have one more option, that is more borders. Okay, so this option you can access from the here as well. Okay, more borders, as well as from here also, from the drop down. Okay, so when you click on this, it will show you the font, style, size. So font means this one, and style means this one, bold, italic, underline, and the your size. Okay, but right now whenever we do in this particular Excel sheet, all the changes get applied to your data which is selected. Okay, but if you don't want to affect your Excel sheet immediately, then in this situation you can use this formatting cells. Okay, so whatever you are going to choose, okay, it will show the result immediately into the preview section. Okay, as well as we have some additional option like strike through, okay, superscript, subscript. So these are the couple of options which you can utilize. And then when this is finalized, then you can also choose the color, which color you want, number, font, and so on. Okay, so these are the things which you could do with the font, because these options, all options are not visible here. That's the reason we have this drop down menu. So guys, here we have first option, that is general. What general says? General format cells have no specific number format, which means whichever the data you have entered in your Excel sheet, if that doesn't falling into the any specific criteria, then that will be considered as a general. Okay, in numbers we have these things like how exactly you would like to represent a number. Okay, so this is something which we'll learn in the number section. Okay, now currency, whichever the currency you have, you can it will show the prompt before your number. Accounting, a date. So in date also we have lots of formats available. Time, how exactly you would like to represent the time. So these are the multiple time frames available. Then percentage. Okay, so let me just show you one of the things, like let's say I'll just enter the today's date, which is 15th September 2025. Enter. Okay, so just for your reference guys, so whenever I click on this, just monitor here in the number section. Okay, so whenever I'm clicking on the very plain text, just general data or number, it shows falls under the general. But whenever I click on this date, it shows the date here, right? Now exactly you can change the date format. So let me just open that format cells again and go to the numbers, and here when I go to the dates, here we have lots of date options available. So instead of 15th September 2025, what I'm going to choose here, I would like my date to be displayed into this format. So let's click. As you could see, my date format has been got changed. So let's move it to here, and just to maximize this, I'll just drop this or double click on this, and it's got it's able to fit into this particular sheet. Let's give some option like date. So this is how basically this option works. Okay, so similarly percentage also. Okay, so I just want you guys to taste this, okay, so that you will get a more idea how exactly these things works. Alignment. Okay, so here basically guys, now what happens, all my texts are written into the very much horizontal ways, but somehow just for the alignment purpose you want to change the formatting. Okay, so what I did, I have selected my entire this row where the data is present, and now I'll go to the alignment and I'll change this direction. Okay, like this. When this is done, click on OK, and you could see my all data has been the layout of the data format has been changed. This looks more attractive, right? But it's again depend on person to person how exactly you would like to implement that. Okay, now let me just roll back all the things to the previous one, alignment, and here I'll just mention 0. Okay, now again if you want to wrap text, merge cells, shrink to fit, so these are the options also you can do. Horizontal, left indent, right indent, fill, justify, so many options are available. So accordingly your text get adjusted. Now let me click on OK and see my text has been rolled back. Border, so border we have already covered here, but here again if you selected some of the things, the area of the your Excel sheet, then here you will be able to do the way you want, and here also it will show you how exactly this thing is going to be look, right? So this is one of the best thing which is available here. Now fill, again it's a background color. So whichever the color which I am available here, you can adjust those colors from here. And fill effect, so many options are available, guys. How exactly you would like your that Excel sheet to be filled, because normally what we have seen, let me just show you. So let's say I'm going to color this CO into the, let's say, green color, right? I'll just maximize this little bit so it's showing into the green, right? And text into the, let's say, white color. Okay, so this is I have done. Now when I go to this fill section, okay, and if I go to the fill effects, okay, how exactly you would like to present. So let's say I want this things to be present in this way. So I have selected that, and this horizontal color one, let's say choose or leave it just, okay. And here I'll choose former corner, okay, yeah, or form center, and let's click on OK. Okay, so this is how it's going to be look. Okay, now let's click on OK and see the the color of this particular Excel sheet has been completely changed. So this is how basically, guys, you work. Okay, so this theme color, which means this is all background color, okay, which you're going to select here. And with this particular this automatic color, it only change the color of your text. Let me just copy this format printer to here as well, so that you will be able to see it properly. Okay, now let's say I'm going to select this entire sheet, and whenever I click on any of this color, you can see the number, the color of this particular our data is getting changed, right? Similarly, whenever I'm going into the themes color, you can see the color of the theme is background is getting changed of the text. Okay, so this is how basically it works, and it's provide the more option to us. So protection is something we need to first lock our sheet, then only this feature will work. So we'll take check this little later. So hopefully how exactly the color things, instead of your traditional just colors, you can utilize this type of features as well, guys. It looks really great. Now what I'll do, I'll select this entire sheet here, okay, and then just simply click on format printer and select this entire the third row. So my all formatting which you have selected, it will be gone, and it will be replicate from this this above cell to down. This is how it works, guys. Okay, now let's go to the next section, that is alignment. Okay, so how exactly the alignment works. Okay, so let's say for an example, I have, whenever I increase my cell, you could see that my all text in which is data which is written on this sheet is center aligned, okay, but at the same time is bottom aligned, right? So what we have to do, let me just select this all the data, okay, and I'm going to choose here the center. Okay, so all data will become center, which looks more professional and catchy. Okay, similarly you have multiple option, left alignment, right alignment, right? As well as here also you have left, right. So accordingly you will be able to choose which would options you would like to go with. Now here again, how exactly you would like your text to be displayed. So angle counterclockwise, see all the data has been changed. Now let me go to the angle clockwise. So it's completely up to you, guys, how exactly you would like to represent the data. But if you again click on this format cell alignment, then same alignment tab will open. So let me make it here as a 0, and all my text will become normal. Now guys, here I have another option, that is this particular decrease intent and increase indent. So what basically it does, it basically help you to align your text, because here we have very limited option, right? Because we can just move either left side, right side, but apart from that we don't have much option to move it little left or right. So in this situation you can utilize this option. So let's say I'm going to increase the indent. Okay, so As soon as I click here, you can see my data is getting moved, right? Similarly, if I want to go back to the previous one, here I can utilize these options, right? So this is how it works, guys. Okay, so that how exactly you want to represent your data, okay, you will be able to do it with this particular simple trick. So this is one of the things. So here we have wrap text, right, guys? So what exactly wrap text does? So let's say I'm writing something here, okay? So let's say a Sohan Gole. Okay, so this is something my name which I have written. But whenever I have written my name, you can see the Gole, the surname is got above my this particular column, right? So here if just IT. I couldn't, I'm not able to understand what exactly because this few of my data is gone behind this particular key column, right? So in this situation, what we need to do, we need to wrap the text. Okay, so when we wrap the text, is get automatically aligned. So the next line has been created. Okay, so this is how this thing works. But by any chance, if you don't want this data to be displayed in this way, because the major use of the wrap text is just to make all the data visible to the user. Okay, but if you don't want this thing to be done in this way, then what you can do, you can simply roll back the things, and then you will have to change the column size. That is also I'll going to teach you in our this sections. Okay, now let's come to the point. What is mean by merge and center? Okay, so let's say here I'm going to add one title and we'll give this name as a attendance sheet. Okay, now but how could I exactly move this data to the center? Okay, because here my this one single column is available. So in this situation, you have to select this entire data, okay, sheet, your table, and then click on merge and center. So it's basically going to join all your cells, okay, which is available from A to H as per your selection, and keep all your data in the into the center. Okay, now let's make it as a bold and increase the font size. Okay, we'll also give some of the color to this so that it will get highlight properly. So let's say blue, and for this we'll give the different color. Which color will look better? Okay, so just for the time being, we have given this particular color. Okay, so this is how basically works. And guys, whenever you click on any of the data, right, let's say I'm clicking on attendance and sheet, right, so the whichever the formatting which you have applied, those options gets visible into the ribbon tab. See, now here is just a bold, right, but here we have merge and center alignment as well. Now if I click on here, we don't have any merge or bold text, right, and alignment is also in the center. So this is how basically is get highlighted, and it also show the font and the size as well. So hope these things are clear. And here again we have the same options, right? Now let's go to the number section. So as I explained earlier, whenever you click on the data, okay, normal data, it shows as you as a general, but if you select on the date, it shows in a different way. But here we have again multiple things available, guys. Okay, so how exactly this thing work, guys? Okay, so just for the reference, guys, in general you got the idea, right? It just show the text or number. Okay, in here it just show the number. So if I click on the number, you can see it has created the 4.00 because this is I'm in India, so this is the default the way of writing. That's the reason it has picked the default item. But if you don't want this 00, then what you can do, you can simply click on this decrease decimal option and it will remove the number .00. Okay, so it's completely up to you how exactly you would like to utilize your Excel sheet. Okay, now here again we have more option, that is short date, long date. So for an example, here we have one date mentioned, right, 15 September. So if you want the date to be very shortened, you can choose this. Here again long date, choose this. Okay, time, so here I haven't mentioned any time, so that's the reason it's not showing anything. But if you enter, let's say I'm just going to mention here right now the time is 11:00 a.m. in the morning. Okay, so this is now it's showing the time. So if I just go and select time again, you can see the time format is showing here. And again here we have percentage section, fabrication. So it's completely depend where exactly you are going to apply the rule. So accordingly this value gets changed. Okay, more number formats. So again we have jump into the number section, right? Fraction, percentage. So there are multiple things that are available. The only thing is you will have to practice these things, and as an so because whatever the things which you are doing on day-to-day basis, okay, if you start utilizing these things, then you will become a master in the Excel, guys. But practice is very important. Okay, so I'll just keep this now at general, or let's say date, time. Okay, now we'll move to the conditional formatting. So in conditional formatting, what are the options we have, guys? Okay, so let me make this as a just a 4 and change this format to general so that you will be able to utilize it properly. Okay, now for an example, I'm just selecting this this particular cells. Okay, and in conditional formatting, very first option we have, that is greater than. Okay, so when I select on greater than, okay, as you could see, these are the total 33 columns or cells available which we have selected. Now here we have the format cells that is greater than 17. Okay, but what I'll choose, let's say here I'm just mentioning 20. Okay, so the whichever cells get highlighted, okay, those are greater than 20. That's the reason those cells are get highlighted, because if your Excel is very large and it's getting difficult for you to check out how many cells are higher than 20 or whatever is the number in your mind, okay, you can utilize this particular feature and this thing gets highlighted. Okay, if you are not happy with the color, you can always change that. Okay, and see, these are the cell which is higher than 20. Now how exactly you can remove this? Okay, so once you right now you have applied this rule, right? But to clear this, you just simply have to go to the clear rules and select the first option, and everything is got removed. Similarly, if you want less than, right, then also you can choose here. So let's say I'm mentioning here 10. Okay, and click on OK. So only two cells are available, which is, or let's say two candidates are available which is less than 10 days present in the office. So let me just clear this rule as well. Now next rule we have, that is between. Okay, so between, let's say 10 to 16, let's say 1 6. So these are the in between this range. So this is, you can say, average peoples or whatever you call it. Okay, now let me remove the clear the rules. Similarly, we have a few more options, equal to. Okay, then text that contains a text, a date occurring, duplicate values, like this. So majority of the people are using the duplicate values, right, as far as I remember. So if I just apply, let me just make it one of the duplicate value here. So here we have 12, so I'll just make it here also, let's say 12. Okay, and when I select this entire column or entire specific data or entire column and go to the conditional formatting and then duplicate values, okay, you can see whichever the duplicate values are present is get highlighted automatically. Okay, now let me just cancel, and here also let me do Control Z. Okay, perfect. So hopefully highlight cells and rules, this option is clear. However, you have more rules available when you click on the more option. Okay, and based on your requirement, you will be able to modify, use this option which is available here. Okay, now the second option we have, this is top 10 items, top and bottom rules. Okay, so whenever you are selecting any of the data, okay, go to the top 10 items. Okay, so whichever the options are available here, it just select highlighted top 10 items from these things. Okay, now similarly, if you want to check for the top 10 percentage, so difference between here is only count the top 10 from the all selected value. Okay, but here it will show you top 10 percentage. Okay, so this is the benefit. All through my data here is same, so that's the reason it's showing in that way. Similarly, we have bottom 10 and bottom 10%. So let me just select bottom 10 items, and you can see here is the option, things which is got selected. Now color scale. Okay, so based on the what is the weightage or value of this particular data available here. Okay, let me just slide this. Okay, accordingly is highlight those particular tabs. Okay, so this is again another one of the very interesting feature. You can always play with these colors. Okay, rules. So many things are available. You just have to modify the colors, choose the things whichever you want, and you are done. Now if I go to the icon sets, then here as per the whatever the value or weightage of these particular numbers, okay, accordingly the appropriate options get, the symbols or you can say color set is get highlighted in your text. Okay, so you can use as per your requirement. You don't have to copy and paste everything into the each and every column. Okay, you can utilize this. And when you go to the more formatting rules, here you will get the hell lot of options. Okay, so that it will be easier for you to customize. Okay, when the value is, let's say, below 67 or whatever the percentage you want to calculate based on your requirement, you will be able to modify all these things. And this is really great, guys. Okay, let me just give the apply for one of the column so that you will notice. Okay, see the 444 again. What is the value it has chosen, right? So if you want to explore on that part, then you can do that. Okay, so 67, 33. So that is how it has given the remarks. But it's easier for you to apply the changes in all the data in one go. Okay, so let's say you don't want few of the user which is let's say 70%. Okay, how many people's value is more than 70%, and red, and here I'll just say 40%. Okay, it's a greater than 40%, it's a greater than 70%, and here's 33%. Okay, this is a, and now if I click on OK, you can see the things got changed. Now let me roll back. So this is how basically it works. Now let's remove the formatting rule which we have applied, and it's gone. Similarly, if I now go to the new rule, right? So here also it gives the same options. Okay, and here you will be able to custom, the select the way you want. Manage rules. Okay, so by any chance if you are not satisfied with whatever the rule present here, then you will be able to create your own rule. Okay, the way you want. Okay, the edit rule, current section, this worksheet, where exactly you want to apply. So that's how these things works. Okay, so these are the only options which is available here. Now second is format table. So earlier, guys, you remember that we have given the color, made it bold, right? So by any chance if you are not happy with these things, right, then what exactly you can do? You can use the templates which is available here. Okay, so this is a light template, medium template. Okay, so let's say I would like to go with the blue one. But before applying these things, let me first delete this because I really don't want attendance sheet to be highlighted here. Okay, September, yeah, date is fine. We'll just remove this as well. Okay, perfect. Now I'll select this entire data which is available and go to the format so that it will look more accurate. Okay, so which format should we choose? So let's choose this, a dark format. And as soon as I click on here, click on OK, and see the format is got changed. The reason is showing the white text because earlier we have chosen the white one, right? So let me just change it to black. Okay, and then remove this bold. So guys, it's always up to you how exactly you would like to make the changes. Okay, so it doesn't mean that whatever the format is given by this particular data you have to use the same format. Okay, you can always change the data the way you want. Okay, so let me change the format, this, and it's got done. Okay, so how exactly I have to change the table format? So you can always go back to the formatting table and choose how exactly you would like to represent the data. Okay, and it will show you the preview, and once you are happy with that, you just simply have to select that data and boom, done, everything is completed. But for the date, it has took the different format. Okay, so we'll leave that for now and we'll check it later. Okay, so and now if you want new table style, okay, then again here also you will be able to change the things, okay, the way you want. Okay, last column format. Okay, so each and everything you will be able to do, make the modification from this particular style section. So new style, and as well as the pivot table style, you will be able to modify little bit of, you will be able to customize the things little more better. Okay, Now let's go to the style. Okay, so how exactly you would like heading to be displayed, right? So let me just select this the top row, and here as soon as I go into this particular options, which is predefined option which is available, you can see my heading style is getting changed, right? So let's say I'm going to the orange one. Yeah, this looks more better. Okay, and for the below data, how exactly would like to represent? So I'm going with the, let's say, blue, or let's say this one. Okay, so this is also one of the way you can modify, change data how exactly it represent. But the only thing which I don't like is that is I don't want this data to be in bold. So only the first row will be in bold and rest of the all data will be in normal way. Okay, so hopefully your concern is solved how exactly you can do a styling for this particular data. Okay, there's a by default the filter is got applied, so let me remove that filter. Okay, perfect. Now guys, let me just clear all the formatting from here. So I'll just go to the, and here we'll just select clear formats. Okay, so our data has been become very much normal. Okay, the date format is also got changed because we have chosen clear format. So let me just make it short date here. Perfect. Remove the filter as well. We are good. Now guys, let's understand the sales formatting. Okay, so with sales, what exactly happens? So let's say you would like to add some data here. Okay, so how basically normally people do add the data. Okay, so let's say I would like to add data into the I column. Okay, one more column. So you cut paste, right? And here one things get, one empty column gets added. So instead of that, what we will do, so doing the normal things. So we just have to select that particular things and then insert cell. See, it's got added, right? Insert sheet column. Let me just undo. So this is how you will be able to insert a column into this particular sheet. Now if you just select in the 3-number row, okay, and just you click here, now it what it says, insert cell. Okay, and this has got added. Now let me remove this. Okay, so this is how basically it works. Okay, now second is, for any reason if you don't like anything, okay, so then you will be able to choose delete cell, right? Let me undo that. Similarly here again you have option delete rows. Okay, it's got deleted. Now format. Okay, what is the height of this all the text which is available here, right? So here you can see some of the things. Let me just remove the filter. Okay, right now it's very much intact. Okay, but let's say some of the things we got like this one. Okay, so it's not visible. So in this situation, what you can do, normal default size which is available here, guys. So when you go to the auto fit row height, okay, or let's say row height is 13.8. How much is available here? So here we have 13.8. It's almost same, right? But let's say there is some of the text which is getting inside this, or is getting mixing into the different columns. So you can simply select your data cells and then click on the row height. Okay, and based on your requirement you will be able to adjust the height of each and every column. So let me just click on 15 and see the height is got adjusted. Similarly you can adjust the width also. Okay, so in width let's say I just wanted to make it 15. Okay, and see guys, this is got adjusted, right? But if you are not happy with all the things, then what you can do, you can simply click on auto fit width. Okay, so based on our text size, the all the columns width as well as row height is everything is get adjusted automatically. So this is again one of the very good idea. Okay, now whenever you want to hide, because sometimes what happens guys, the data is very larger. So let's say now what we'll do guys, let me just insert some of the cells here. Insert, or let me just insert, right? So now guys, what happens here, so let's say you have very larger Excel sheet, and by any case okay, you want to check the things for okay when the these papers are available, like so on goal is available, how many days are present. So every time you have to move your Excel sheet from left to right to navigate all the data. But instead of that, what you can do, you can select the sum of the columns, okay, then go to the format, and here you can choose hide and unhide. Okay, so what I'll do here, hide columns, and see now my data is is more near, so I'll be able to view all the data very much properly. Okay, so this is the use of hide and unhide cell. Okay, you can do it from here as well. Just simply right click, select the data, and then click on unhide, and everything gets visible. So you can do it hide and hide from your home tab as well as directly from your this table, from your worksheet. Now another option we have, that is rename sheet, guys. So sheet main name is this one. Okay, sheet 2, sheet 3. So whenever you add the any new sheet, okay, you can see the name get changed, sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3, right? So just to be more precise and identify your data more accurately, what you can do, you can always rename your sheet. So let's say here I have clicked on this master sheet, right? I'm into the sheet 1, and if I go to the rename sheet, okay, you can see this option is now allowing me to edit the sheet name. I'll just select here test sheet, okay, and the name is got changed. Now another option we have, that is move or copy sheet. Move or copy sheet means, guys, okay, the sheet which is available here, okay, if you want this sheet to be moved to a different Excel, so for that let me just create one Excel file here. Okay, so and I'll just give the name this particular Excel sheet to, let's say, a test sheet. Okay, and we'll open this Excel sheet now. The Excel sheet is open, but right now this is completely empty. Okay, so we'll go to here, and instead of just copy pasting this entire sheet, guys, from here to here, right, like copy and paste. Okay, so this is the normal thing people do. What you can do, you can, if you want to move this sheet to different Excel, right, then in this situation you just have to click on move or copy sheet. Okay, where exactly you would like to copy or move this sheet. So let's say I would like to move it into the test.sheet.excel, because this is Excel practice, and the second Excel we have, that is test sheet. Okay, do you just want to copy or move? So by default, when you select another sheet, it's directly move your sheet from here to there, but I just want to create the copy, so I'll tick mark here, and where exactly you want to move. So let's say that sheet has the multiple sheet, then you should have listed, but let's say I want to move this sheet to the end, so I'll simply click on OK now, and see after sheet 1 this master sheet is got copied here. Okay, and same replica is available and here also. So the all data is get copied from one sheet to another sheet. Not only data, the entire sheet, guys. Okay, so this is one of the thing. Now second one is tab color. So tab color means this, guys, master, sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3. So right now, as you could see, if I'm clicking anywhere, the color is very much normal. Okay, but you can change those color also from here. So let's say I would like to make it orange, right? So see, the color of this sheet is got changed, right? So this is how you will be able to do it. Now next one is protect sheet. So when you click on protect sheet, okay, it's ask you what are the things you would like to protect. Okay, so I don't want people to delete the columns, insert hyperlinks, insert rows. Okay, so there's so many options are available, and let's give the password. So I'll just give one password here, Excel, and then delete rows. Okay, so I'll just sort the data and click OK. Re-enter password and OK. So my Excel sheet is now, guys, protected. So let's say I would like to apply for the filter, but see, so many options is got grayed out. Filter is also not working. Why? Because the Excel sheet is protected. Okay, I'm not able to do anything. So let's say I would like to try to delete. See, you are trying to delete a row that contains a locked cell, right? So this is the use of this protect sheet. Now let me unprotect that. So for that, we'll again have to go to the format and then unprotect sheet. Enter the password. And right now all the options are disabled, guys. Okay, which will get enabled. See, all options are got enabled now. Now if you again want to protect the sheet, then you have to choose the same options again. So I'll just revoke whatever the things I have done earlier. So hopefully how exactly you can protect the sheet. This is also you got the idea. Now here we have lock cell options and format cell option. Again format cell which is redirecting us to the same options. Okay. Now another we have that is sum. Okay. So let me just delete this few of the columns which we recently added. Here I have already applied the formula that is sum. Okay, but just for your reference, I'll just insert one more thing and we'll just make it here total. Okay, and just for the identification, I'll give the different color, blue. Okay, now how exactly the formula works? So let's say I would like to do a sum. Okay, so it has automatically selected the data from E to G. I'll just click on OK and see it has calculated all the total. Right? So if I calculate here, you can see the total count is 60 sum 30 plus 26, which means 56 and 4 60. Here again 30 plus 20 50 and 20 plus 25 75. Right? So this is the use of this automatic feature, the options which is given. Otherwise, basically what you guys have to do normally, you will have to place the is equal to, and then let's say sum tab, and then you are selecting all the data, bracket complete and enter, right? But instead of doing this, you can utilize the feature which is available here. Okay, so it smartly select the data range where the numbers are there and calculate just for us. Now let's say here I would like to do an average and enter. See, this is the average number which has captured for across all the data. So this is very good. Now let's say I would like to keep this average number here. And so what I'll do, I'll just click on copy, and then as I shown you, right, we have to paste as a 1 2 3 because right now it has the number intact, right? So when I click on 1 2 3, the formula will get removed and only number will be kept here. You can validate here. So hopefully this thing is clear, and if you want, you can click on more function, and here you have few more options which you can utilize. Now feel guys, okay, so many times what happens guys, I have seen with lots of people, they are just don't understand how the things works, okay, and they just do extra work unnecessarily. So let me just click here and paste some data. Okay, so let's say here are the sum of the data which is missing. Okay, but in just for an example guys, let's say Excel is very large. Okay, but how exactly you can enter the thousands of missing empty numbers? Okay, so in this situation, okay, this particular field is get utilized a lot. Okay, so for example here I'll just apply filter. Okay, and I only select the empty cells here, blank. See, so these are the numbers which I have. Now how exactly you are going to copy? So you will have to select this data. Okay, and then if I just select left, right, all the data gets populated automatically. Now let me just remove the filter which is I have applied, and see all the data is got copied automatically. So you don't have to mention here anything normally. Let's say here some of the data is missing, then people are just copying this data from here and pasting it there. So this is time consuming. So instead of that, you can use this fill option which is available here. Okay, now here we have another thing. So, and just for your information guys, the way I have placed the data at left, similarly you will be able to place at the right, up, down. Okay, so let's say I have selected this and I would like to paste it into the right side. See, it's got pasted. Now here I would like to paste it into the down. So I'll just select down, so as you have to do it for the upside as well. So this is the benefit of this fill option. Now here we have date, right? Now if I just click on the fill option series, and here we have to choose the column. Okay, now let me enter the date again, 25 September 2025. Click on OK, and see all the data is got populated automatically. Similarly, let's say I would like to do it for I would like to autofill these numbers. So normally you will be able to drag and drop. Okay, but here we don't have any proper format, so that's the reason it's only stretching 21 number. But if I type here 20, okay, and then select these two numbers and try to scroll down, you can see it's getting, it's showing the a higher number, right? +1. But this is in the large Excel set is getting very difficult to enter this number. So let's say I would like to stretch this till the 1000, then it's getting difficult, right? So what we'll do, we'll just select 21, go to the fill, series, and here linear means it will going to add the value +1. Okay, but till what time, what level I would like to go? So 450. Okay, and then click on okay. We have to select here columns and okay. So see, my data has been automatically popped up. So if I scroll down, so it will stop at 450. See, it has went till 450. So this is one of the great thing. So let me do a Control Z. Let's say I have one count as a, let's say 10. Okay, now here 10 ones are 10, 10 to the 20. So okay, this is where I would like to write the numbers. So I'll just go to the series. Here I'll select column. The step value would be 10 until what value I would like to go. So let's say 110, and let me click on OK. See, 10, 20, 30, 40 till 110. So this is basically how the fill option works, guys. Now guys, there's a one more option. Okay, so as you could see here, the sheet test sheet I have, test sheet 2, sheet 3. Okay, and by any chance I would like to copy all my data to sheet 2, sheet test sheet and sheet 2. Okay, then what basically I am doing, normal people do, they copy all the data from here and then paste it, right? But the fact is the formatting sometimes doesn't work the way we expected. So in this situation, what we need to do, guys, we just have to select the master sheet and the sheet where we would like to paste the data. So I have selected these two sheets, or let's say 3 sheets, right? Now we just have to go to the fill option and then click on across worksheet. Okay, so in first option it's copy all data. Okay, in the second option it just copy the contents, and third option it just copy the format. Okay, so how exactly we can do that? So we have to select the data which is available in our master sheet. Then we are going to choose the test sheet and sheet 2 by pressing the control button. Okay, so I have selected here total 3 sheets. One is master, and same I would like to replicate into the sheet 2 and a test sheet. Now we'll simply go to the fill across worksheet. Okay, so what exactly you would like to copy? So let's say I would like to copy only contents. Okay, now let's click on OK. Now let me go to the sheet 2, and as you could see, all content has been copied. Okay, now let me just do a Control Z, so the text will get removed. Now what we will do, we'll again select Control plus those sheet. Okay, and this time I am going to copy the formats. Okay, now let's click on OK. The format must be copied by now. So let's click on test sheet and see the format, whichever the cells which you have selected from 2, the format is got copied, right? Now let me do Control C to revoke the changes. Now what I'll do, I'll select from the very top A to here. Okay, and this time we'll copy our all contents. Okay, so it's not active. Why? Because we have to select the sheets, selected, and then across worksheet, all content, done. Now we'll go to the test sheet 1. See, my all content is got copied here, sheet 2, test sheet, and master. Okay, so this is how basically this across sheets worksheets option works. So guys, our next option is flash fill. For that we would be required some data. So what I'll do, I'll just paste some dummy numbers here, paste. Okay, let's remove the extra data. Perfect. Okay, so if you notice, this is a kind of serial numbers. Okay guys, okay, now okay, let me give the name serial number. Okay, and extracted data. Now how exactly you are going to work on this, because see guys, let's say somebody asks you, okay, he just needs some data, or let's say last 8 digits. Okay, then how exactly you are going to copy? So for that, Okay, we just have to enter here like G3. So I'm copying data from this particular number. So G3 F68 hyphen QIGCP. So I have entered the number. Okay, now we just have to select the range here from till where we would like to copy the data. After this, just click on flash fill. Isn't it interesting, guys? So what basically it does, it has copied, wrapper the same format how we have copied the data for the first sheet, and accordingly the rest of the sheet data has been automatically propped up into the Q column, right? So here let's say Z0. So you can see Z0, right? I9 1x. So it has just copied last two. Hope this, and I'm pretty sure if you didn't know this feature, then it's going to save you a lots of time if you are especially into the account section. Okay, so based on the account, okay, I just understood one thing. Okay, okay, so as you could see here, we have one formula. Let me just apply one formula here. Okay, so that is something which is going to be very helpful for the account people. Okay, so let's delete that, and here we'll just say sum. Okay, which means total. So what I'm going to do here, guys, I'll just apply the quick formula here like sum. Okay, so where is the sum? If I go here, enter, and my formula has been applied. So I got the correct value, which is 45. 10 plus 10, 20. 12 plus 4, 16, right? But by any chance, let's say you have modified some value here. So here I have mentioned days. Okay, now my Excel formula is not working because as soon as I enter text, okay, into this L column next to 26, it has, my formula is not capturing this now a number which is 26. Now it's only showing the value of 4, right? Similarly, let's say I would like to update here 25 days, right? So it's only capturing the value of here 20. So in this situation, what we need to do? So what basically we have to do, right? So I have just undo all the things. Now I'll just simply select the data where we would like to mention, or you can select the entire data as well. It doesn't matter, but for just testing purpose, I just select this two K and L column, and then we have to click on here, or you can also open this option by going to the right click and format cell. Okay, and once you go here, click on custom. Instead of 0, I'll mention here hash, and in the double inverted comma, we have to mention days. Click on OK, and see all our data has been modified, right? But my value is still same. So let's say I'm going to change here from 15 to 25 and enter. See, it's got updated. So whatever the text which is I have written in the next two number is not affecting my total now. So this is how you will be able to make the modifications for your cells. Now let's check out the clear rules. So whichever the formatting available, okay, you will be always able to clear your formatting using this clear rule section. Okay, as well as the hyperlink, comment, contents, whatever is available. So for an example, I'll just select this serial number and then clear all. See, it's got cleared. Now let me do undo. Similarly, now what I'll do, I'll just say clear formats. See, this is how basically it works. Clear section, okay, and there is a multiple options available, as I said, content, comments, and hyperlinks. So based on your requirement, you will be able to utilize these options. Now the next thing, filter. And guys, what basically happens when you go, your Excel data is very large, okay, so that time you just wanted to sort the things the way you want, right? So in this situation, what you will do, let's say I would like to sort this names, CO names with alphabetically. Then since we have already options to apply the filter, like see, apply filter. Okay, and the filter is got applied. Now here we have option sort A to Z. Okay, same things you can also apply it from here, A to Z. See, A is came to the top, and the older later character alphabet is gone to down. Similarly, our all data has been rearranged, right? So this is the beauty of Excel. Now let me undo this. Similarly, if you want, you can do it from Z to A. See, and this option I'm doing it from here. Same filters you can do it from, apply it from here as well. Okay, and let's say you just want to select certain people's name only, so you can just select those people names and click on OK. So only those data will get filtered instead of all. Now let's click on OK. Okay, custom sort, right? So here you will be able to sort data more effectively. You know what exactly, how exactly you would like to do it. Let's say absent days, values, smallest to largest, and now click on OK. See, all the filter has been applied and it's got changed, right? Now let me do it undo. So this is the thing. Now we have another find and replace. So let's say here we have one of the name called Sohan, but if your Excel sheet is very long, then you won't be able to find it, right? So in this situation, we have to use find option. And let's say here I'm going to search for my name, Sohan, and click on find. And see, the data is appeared here. Now this is just for this particular sheet. But if you have multiple sheets, right, then you can select workbook and click on find. So in sheet 2 is also my name present, test sheet, sheet 2, and in the master sheet. Okay, so this is one of the thing. Now second is replace. So let's say wherever the Sohan name is available, I would like to replace that with just Gole. Replace, and here I just mention sheet. See, the name has been changed. Now again I'll just make it from Gole to Sohan. Replace all, and see, the name is got changed. So we have covered find and replace. Now go to. Okay, so here if you want to go to the specific cell, then you will be able to directly jump to that cell by using the go to option. So let's say I would like to go to the, let's say, J1. So what I'll mention here, J1, and my pointer will directly go to J1. See, it's gone here. Now go to special. So here again we have lots of options. Okay, like comment or construct, wherever you would like to go, you will be able to go it there. Let's say blank. So it just highlighted only blank cells which is available here, right, in our Excel. So this is how it basically works. Formulas, comment, conditional formatting, constants, data validation, select object. There are so many things are available, guys. So these are the options which we have guys in our Excel. Okay, and I really hope that you have got so many new things to learn in this particular just the home tab. Okay, and our further videos are going to be very interesting, guys, because we are going to cover the next tab, which is insert, and all the options available in the ribbon, how exactly it can be used, right? Drop, page layout, formulas, data. We are going to cover each and everything. Okay, and I'm really sure that is going to help you a lot in your day-to-day life, whatever you are doing. So guys, I believe the video is already quite longer, so we'll just end this video here, and in next video we'll cover insert tab. And guys, if you found this video useful, then please click on the like button and don't forget to share and subscribe. This is Sohan signing out. I'll catch you in the next amazing video. Till then, bye bye.